Hey family. So my favorite thing at Taco Bell, which is the Nacho Bell Grande, is available again. So what better way to celebrate the 100 subscribers than to get a Nacho Bell Grande? So I'm waiting online. I'm going to pop back in a few. Hey. I do not own the rights to this music. So it's Saturday afternoon. I'm in the metro Atlanta area and it is about 80 some odd degrees, but it feels warmer. It's 89 and it feels like it's 90 something. So I just got fussed at by a fellow motorist. I just try to be, I don't know, I try to drive safe, but people ain't got, people rush around you and they blow their horn and then they go to they go down to the traffic light. Like, you rushing to get to this traffic light? Everybody's sitting here. And the funny thing is that I was making a left-hand turn, so I was going, I was able to proceed on in traffic, and they were sitting there. So you fussing at me, blowing a horn, and you got around me and waited at the light. When I got to the same area, I was able to proceed on. So it's just really, really funny how people are. So how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing fine. This weather is really challenging. For a while, I was thinking that it was going to get cooler, but I think I guess not. I guess it's not ready. So, like I said earlier, a few moments earlier, the Nacho Bell Grande is available again. So I'm really, really excited, and I want to thank you guys for those of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate you. For some it may over 100. That's nothing, but it is something. As I've said many, many times, you have taken the chance to take the time, basically, to stop and listen and join in on the conversation, or just join with me while I'm in the car driving, rambling, talking, or raising a topic that has happened in the news. One thing that I didn't know had happened until I went to church today was there was I'm not sure how old the gentleman is that he worked at the Hartsfield-Jackson Airport, and I believe he was loading some luggage, and I guess the machine, somehow he got caught up, and unfortunately he was crushed, and just found out at church today that he had just joined not too long ago, just joined our church, and his mom was there in the congregation today, and so to send our prayers and our thoughts and our concerns to that family. And so that is just unfortunate. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the story and online or something, in the newspaper or something. That is just really, really unfortunate. It's terrible. I don't know the specifics on the young man or anything, but just want to urge you to send your prayers. I know you don't know the person. I didn't know the person either, but that he had just joined the church, and even if he didn't join the church, just to hear an unfortunate story like that is just, um, it's just, it's just a lot. It just confirms the fact that, tomorrow is not promised to any of us. And, you know, we have to get right. Get right with the Lord, and right, and that's another video, another topic. But I want to again give my thanks to you guys, and I think a couple of videos ago I was talking about how I was sharing my YouTube link on with a Facebook group that is specifically for those who have YouTube pages. And there was somewhat a bit of hesitation for me to post my link, because I'm thinking nobody's going to even just take the time to watch, because I'm sitting there eating. But mukbanging, reviewing, and all of that is a lot more than just that. There's a lot of things on there you learn about. People are sharing their lives, they're sharing their culture, and it's just, interesting. And so a lot of people do tend to think that, it's just a waste of time and things of that nature. Or they can't understand it. It's weird to sit there and watch somebody eat. But we are in a kind of a voyeuristic society. And so where people just love to watch people do everyday things. And so I think in some way you can look at it that way and say it's, it's just that, it's not much to it. But you can also look at it, like I said, you're sharing cultures. People are sharing recipes, they're sharing, and a lot of times those recipes are derived from one's culture. They're sharing their lives. They're sharing, people have their families on their channels. Excuse me, I'll be back. So like I was saying, people are sharing, their culture. They're sharing their lives through their food. They're sharing their families on there, and every now and then people are telling their stories, how they began to become YouTubers, or just their lives in general. So I'm going to continue this conversation. I'm going to set everything up and get back with you. See you later. Hey, so I'm back, eaters, and I've got the Nacho Bel Grande again. I'm always modifying my meal. I'm going to move it over for a thumbnail. That's something I hardly ever do. But anyway, before we eat, and I've got the shredded chicken with jalapenos, lettuce, sour cream, and I got some hot sauce. So it's just really, really plain for me. No pico, no beans. But before I eat, I'm going to pray over this food. Father God, bless this food that I'm about to receive. I ask that it be nourishment for my body. I ask these things in your name. Amen, amen, amen. So it's Sunday, and this is my lunch. So, again, I had you guys in the car with me after I got my Nacho Bel Grande, and I got hot sauce. And I've got the Baja Blast. So I'm going to squeeze down a little bit because I'm trying to set this up so you guys can see my food. But like my head is kind of cut off. But anyway, so good. Anyway, I had seen the advertisement for the Nacho Bel Grande online. And I was like, maybe this is gonna be available in another state. And then next thing you know, I started seeing it on TV. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hurry up and go get it, because it's like last time I think it was a couple of months ago. I missed it, then it came back, and I think I was able to. I went to Taco Bell, and the lady asked, let me modify one of the nachos into what I wanted, and so then next thing you know, it's available. It was just so I said, you know, when it becomes available again, I need to just go ahead and get it. So that's what I'm doing. And also to celebrate my 100 subscriber count. I can't even get it out. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys for taking the time out to watch. You could be watching someone else's video or not be watching mine at all, and I really, really appreciate it. Again, as I was saying moments earlier in the video, how, you know, for a moment there, I had to get myself straight. I was thinking that, you know, all I do on here is eat, but that's not all. That's not it at all. We don't want to trivialize it, and I'm just trying to find the camera. Minimize it, and that's just what we're doing. It's so good. So I really appreciate you guys. So, and what B-Love is doing and has done, it's awesome. Because she's sharing, you know, recipes. I believe, if I got it correctly, that's how she started. She was putting her recipes online, and then I think she started eating, and she found that's what people wanted to see her do. Hold on. I got the jalapenos on it. Take some. I got an air fryer. Yeah. I've opened it up. A recipe book came with it. Look at the recipe book. And it's a cheaper air fryer. And you know, I've heard so many stories of people say they take frozen things, a big piece of chicken, and they go ahead and put it in there frozen, and it comes out great. So I've got a lot of things I'd like to try in there. One of my earlier videos, I shared my recipe for making egg rolls, and yeah, I shared my recipe for making egg rolls, and I would like to do that on the air fryer. But at first, I was frying them, and my son was like, "Mom, you gotta stop frying foods. Not eating it so much." So I slowed down. I slowed down, and I looked for a recipe to bake them, and found it on Pinterest. And so from then on, I've been baking my egg rolls. Oh, thank you. Hmm. I had quite a bit of meat on here. After I ordered, I remembered I wanted to order extra chicken, but looks like I got more chicken than I expected. I'm not sure if you can see that. Oh, then it scoots down so my head doesn't get chopped off. It's a jalapeno. It's also good. Mm. Another point I wanted to mention was that, you know, during these meeting and watching other mukbangers, YouTubers, I've learned a lot. Learned how to maybe cook certain things, conduct my YouTube channel videos, learn about apps and learn about how to navigate through YouTube. Excuse me. So, and it kind of reminds me of when I was on. When I was on Periscope. Excuse me. That's massive. People share their knowledge about YouTube. I mean, YouTube, Periscope, and things of that nature. So, any of you watching, you're thinking about conducting videos here on YouTube, do it. Like somebody's video I was watching, excuse me, yesterday, I think they said there are some bad things here on YouTube, but there are also some good things, and it is. Let the good thing outweigh and outshine the bad. I don't know why people would much rather focus on the negative than the bad. You know, I was just thinking about, there was something that happened in the, I guess it was basically through social media about Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, Nicole Murphy. They had published some pictures of her kissing a married man. He was a producer, a movie producer. He's married to an actress, and I guess it was a paparazzi had some pictures of her. Kissing this married man. And went on Wendy Williams, excuse me. And I saw snippets of it. And think about some other things, you know. Sometimes I've made mistakes, or some friends or family members have made mistakes, and not those kinds of mistakes, any kind of mistake, really, because what makes one person's sin mistake worse than somebody else's? You know, we're all human. We make mistakes. I'm not condoning that incident between Nicole Murphy and the married man, because it's just, you know, you cannot look at that picture and say, well, you know, we don't know, you know, maybe it was just like a little, I mean, it looked like a kiss where two people were really involved. They were into it. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is really good. I just not recognized it, just found it out or whatever. I mean, I've seen it in the store, but I was like, oh, you know, decided to try it because I was trying to find, I know many times I showed you lemonade from Kroger, and we couldn't find it. So me and my mom decided to buy the Minute Maid strawberry lemonade. It is good. So I poured some of it in my Baja Blast, and it's really, really good. But anyway, yeah. Just a thought about, you know, how people can say things, do things, and just put out there and change somebody's life, you know. Just like the former actor on Cosby Show. I can't remember his name, but his character's name on the Cosby Show was Elvin. He was married to one of Bill Cosby's daughters on the show. He was very chauvinistic. He played that part very well because I did not like that character. There was an incident, was it last year or was it the beginning of this year, where someone took a picture of him, and I think they would call themselves shaming him because he was working at, was it Costco, or was it some store, I can't remember. He was working as a manager, making a living in between acting jobs. And after that, from what I understand, he got numerous offers. You know, to work. And other projects. And so, you know, I never really thought about some of the things that actors and actresses have to go through. Until One time, I think, was the Entertainment Tonight. It was one of those shows they broke down. It was an actress that broke down how much, you know, you may get paid for this, but, you know, the expenses and all of that. And so, and then after you make the payment, I mean, you pay your expenses, it's not as much as you would think. Oh, excuse me. So, you know, you can't blame someone for going out there and trying to make a living the best way they can. In between projects or movies or sitcoms or, you know, television shows. So now we got all these streaming platforms, Netflix, Hulu. There's another one that has UMD or something. BT has one now, BT Plus. A lot of the, I'll call them premium channels like HBO, Stars, Showtime. They have, they have streaming platforms. Yeah, so a lot of these streaming channels, platforms have shows on there that are very popular, and people are subscribing and watching the shows on there, which in turn gives a lot of actors and actresses, chances to work. And so I done went from negativity and positive, and how things can get turned around for some people in a positive way, and sometimes in a negative way. I don't know much about football. I heard about Antonio Brown. He was let go of one team. Was Patriots took him on, but then there was sexual harassment allegations, I think it is, and so he's no longer with the Patriots, and so this is really, I mean, this is good anyway, but you add Minute Maid's strawberry lemonade to it. My God, it's really good. Either I'm really, really hungry and thirsty, or it's really good. I think it's just really good. So, does it change the color a little bit? So this is how much, you guys can see me eating out the box, but you really can't see how much I've eaten. Almost there, y'all. Almost there. So, and I still, sometimes when I almost get to the end of the nachos brownie box, I don't see any more chicken, but I'm still seeing chicken in here. Shout out to Taco Bell. And I was going to ask for extra chicken. When how much more they would charge me for that. Also, another thing, maybe I'll try that new chalupa or whatever, but I've been seeing mixed reviews on that. Some people are saying it's good. Most of the ones that I've seen, not that great. Another thing, I should have tried last week was Pizza Hut, the Cheez-Its, the Cheez-It pizza, and mm, I did. I was watching reviews and I decided not to. I just wanted to go there and get pizza because I hadn't had a pizza in a long time from Pizza Hut. And lately I make, well, not lately, for some time now, I've been making homemade pizzas. You know, I just buy the, okay, so I cheat. I buy a ready-made crust. I buy pizza sauce in a jar. I buy shredded mozzarella or pizza cheese and pepperoni and whatever else. Sometimes I put jalapenos on there. And I'm very, very basic. Either I eat a plain cheese or a jalapeno pizza, and I put it on that crust. Or also, yeah, I've also done a naan. Put it on that bread. That's really good. Try that. Or when my sons were younger, I used to take English muffins and toast them, put the sauce and the cheese on there, and they thought they were eating like a big old pizza. You know, when you're small, things look bigger. And that was a treat for them. I still do it for myself. You know, sometimes I would like to have some cheese and, have that pizza taste. And I have some English muffins. So I always try to keep some cheese, some shredded mozzarella cheese at the house, and some sauce, pizza sauce. And I got some leftover English muffins, or I'll just have some equals a meal. Try it. So, I must oh, that doesn't have anything on it but sour cream and some cheese. I put a jalapeno on them. Okay. That last bite had a healthy bit of chicken on there. What is that? That's lettuce. As you can see, the cheese, sour cream, okay. I am done, guys. There's some lettuce, sour cream, cheese. Big old piece of jalapeno. I'm not gonna eat that. Thank you so much. Those of you who are supporting me, you have subscribed. Even if you haven't subscribed, you just pop in and watch. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I appreciate you. My fellow content creators, remember, the content that you disseminate may not be for everybody, but it's definitely for somebody. I forgot to mention in the beginning, I want to encourage you to subscribe, like, share, comment, and tap that notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post a video. Thank you so much, subscribers. Thank you for those who just watch. Thank you for those who just take the time out to watch. I really appreciate you. Have an awesome evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is in your area. Bye-bye.